Hi class, welcome to halfway through Module 4. I hope that you've had a refreshing weekend, and a special shout out to all the firefighters, first responders, and veterans that undoubtedly reflected upon the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. Thanks for all that you've done, and all that you continue to do. So before we go over the due dates as usual, I'd like to draw everyone's attention to the course schedule PDF. Located within the Module 0 course materials is a link to the official course schedule. I recommend downloading and saving this for easy reference, as it would help to ensure that you keep on pace and don't miss a due date. There's been some confusion about discussion board initial posts and responsive posts as well, so let's reiterate the course policy. Discussion board posts have two dates. One initial post is due on the date indicated within the course schedule. Typically, this falls at 11:59 p.m. Arizona time on the Sunday of the module week. The date reflected in Canvas is the date that your two responsive posts are due, which typically falls at 11:59 p.m. Arizona time on Wednesdays. You have 2 days from each due date to submit for late credit, per the late policy, but understand that I adhere to those dates closely and will not accept initial post credit if it is submitted past the 2-day late period. If you did not make full points on your last discussion board, I recommend that you review my grading comments to set up yourself up for success on this submission. So let's review the due dates for this module. By September 12th at 11:59 p.m. Arizona time, your Module 4 discussion board initial post is due. If you missed this deadline in an hour, you have until September 14th, 2021 at 11:59 p.m. Arizona time to submit for late credit. By September 15th, at 11:59 p.m. Arizona time, your two responsive posts are due. Please ensure that your responsive posts meet the 150-word requirement and are substantive in nature. More on that in a minute. By September 15th as well, at 11:59 p.m. Arizona time, you must have completed your Module 4 quiz. This should be routine now, as we've had a quiz every module thus far. So switching gears, I wanted to address a trend that I've observed in many of your posts and writing submissions. Written assignments and discussion boards have two purposes. First, they afford you, an adult learner, with the opportunity to support your own learning process and choose your own adventure. Adult learners do better when they research and reach their own conclusions based upon what they have observed and read. These assignments also have a secondary function of allowing your instructional team to check your understanding and mastery of the course materials. I can't do that and check your mastery of course materials if it is not included in your submissions. This is why it's important to include terminology from the reading and presentations. It isn't good enough to describe the ethical dilemma without explicitly stating which principles are involved. Analyze the dilemma through different ethical theories and present how they are appropriate for the specific situation. Ethics is not a binary right or wrong, or an I agree or disagree. It is a practical application of theories to arrive at an ethical decision. To be successful in this course, your submissions must demonstrate that you can do just that. So last point of the evening. You should be reviewing your group's papers and peer reviewing them. Be respectful, but don't be afraid to tell your classmates where they can improve. Candor is a virtue in the scientific community, and countless papers have been revised after extensive peer review. It isn't your role to correct spelling, grammar, and usage. If you find that the submission you're peer reviewing might need it, may I suggest recommending that the author submit their paper to the ASU Writing Center for help. Focus on the content, and really encourage your peers to use terminology and theories as presented in the course materials. I'm certain that they'll thank you for it when their grade is that much better and they come away from the assignment with a better understanding of the ethical principles. As always, here if you need me. My office hours are in the description below. Have a wonderful week.